Welcome back Year 11s. We've got a homework tutorial video for the writing question this week. So this is section B on English Language Paper 2. You've been studying these skills in class and now we'll practice it at home before our assessment next week. Helpfully, AQL tell us that we should spend 45 minutes on this question. If you have extra time, you get an hour to spend on this question. Please ensure that you do this homework in timed conditions so that it's the best practice for the exam. AQA tell us that we need to plan our answer, we must write in full sentences, and we should check our work at the end. That's because, as you know, there are 24 marks available for the content and the organisation, that's what you write, and then 16 marks available for the technical accuracy, how you write it. Altogether, that's 40 marks. That's 50% of the marks on this exam. So it's very important that we all try our best and do the best that we absolutely can. Okay, steps to success. The first thing we do is read and tap the question. Snow seems like it is picturesque, exciting and fun. But in reality, it causes accidents, inconvenience and economic disruption. Write an article for a broadsheet newspaper in which you explain your point of view on the issue. Okay, so we have here a preposition, a statement about snow, whether it's picturesque, exciting and fun, or causes accidents, inconvenience and causes economic disruption. We tap the question and our main information is here. So write an article for a broadsheet newspaper. So our text type is an article for a broadsheet quality newspaper in which you explain your point of view on the issue. So we're not given a specific audience for this one, so we can infer that the audience is the newspaper readers / always your examiner, who we always want to impress. Then our purpose. It helpfully says here we are explaining our point of view. So our purpose here is to explain how we feel about snow. I just want to mention here, with your point of view, then we have to make sure that we write a clear answer if we are aiming for grade 4, around there. And we move on to have a thoughtful answer if you're aiming for a higher grade, into perceptive answers as well. To make an answer very clear, I would advise that we pick one point of view, whether you love snow or you really dislike snow, and stick with it. That'll make a thread all the way through your all the way through your article. It'll help your content and your organisation marks. Okay, once we've tapped the question, we do a quick mind map, 30 seconds. I'm going to put snow in the middle and all your ideas about snow. So it makes me think of Christmas, it makes me think of playing, it's cold, it's dangerous, and I read just before previously in that Everest article, it can be fatal, cause deaths, it can be annoying when I'm trying to get the bus and it's snowing. Sometimes you get a snow day and school's closed and we're all really sad. What else can I think about snow? It's kind of pretty to begin with, but then it turns to mush and gets muddy and it's not very nice to look at all. So I've just quickly mind mapped my ideas. I'm going to think about my strongest points. For me, my strongest feelings are that snow is a negative thing. I think the fact that it's dangerous, fatal, annoying, very cold, turns disgusting. For me, I think these are my strongest points. We turn these into a paragraph plan. Paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, and if you'd like, paragraph 4. I am going to go with the point of view that snow is dangerous, it causes accidents, it is inconvenient, highly annoying, and very costly. It causes economic disruption when the buses and the tubes have to close down and shops have to close down and people can't access their local community. It causes a lot of economic disruption. We need gritters on the road, our A&E full, so there's a cost on our NHS. So I'm going to go for this side. Now these could actually be your 3 paragraphs. I'm going to adapt them slightly. You can choose what your paragraphs will be. So paragraph 1, I'm going to say snow is dangerous. It leads to accidents. It can lead to death, like we saw in text 1. For paragraph 2, I'm going to say that snow is inconvenient. Got my spelling from up there. It causes the roads close. Public transport can't cope with the snow in the UK. It causes disruption when the schools close, when the shops close. So my second paragraph is going to be about how it is inconvenient. My third paragraph is going to be this reason here, it's costly. So why? We need gritters on the streets to put the salt down to make it safe. That can link to helping to prevent accidents. There's a cost on our NHS and our A&E when people have these accidents and they need to be treated by doctors, nurses. Also, there's a cost when the shops close, they're losing business, they might lose stock because of the extreme weather. And then if you want to plan a 4th paragraph, feel free to. I'm just going to check over my plan. Okay, it's dangerous, it's inconvenient, it's costly. And now I need to think about my linked beginning and ending, and we've been covering this in class this week. So you know that you need to use one of our Bridge Academy techniques. You might choose We Three Kings, you might choose In Their Shoes, you might choose the Cry for Help, Imagine a World, you might choose The Big Question, you might choose Drama Queen. I think if you're looking for a clear answer, it'd be good to use We Three Kings. That's when you begin and you end with a triplet. If you're trying to stretch yourself and you're heading maybe for a thoughtful answer, maybe In Their Shoes would be a good one. And you can start and you can end with an anecdote, a detailed anecdote. The only thing to remember here is that ideally the openings and the endings will change somewhat to reflect the tone and the development of your article. So with We Three Kings, if you start with 3 adjectives, you can finish with them same adjectives at the end, but it would be good if there's some development, some progression in your article and then they change slightly. Now, if you're going for We Three Kings, Jamal in my class pointed out that your 3 adjectives could actually be your 3 paragraphs. So if I were going to start my article with the We Three Kings technique, I would just go for dangerous, crumbs on my table, dangerous, inconvenient, and costly. I can now do paragraph 1, dangerous, paragraph 2, inconvenient, paragraph 3, costly. Don't forget, we are looking for 2 pages of crafted, well-planned writing. We are not looking for 3 or 4 pages of waffle. So you can use this sheet and another sheet, and then submit it to your teacher. The final thing I like to do for a writing piece is just create myself a little checklist. So alongside my paragraph plan here, I'm going to want to put a checklist of things that I need to remember to include. Now these will be my paragraph types that we've been studying in class. So my anecdote, my expert opinion about snow, my anecdote about snow. I want to include my facts and stats. I want to include my local, national, global views as well. And I always remember that each paragraph has to be developed and focused. I'm also going to make myself a little checklist of my punctuation, so I need to use a full stop, I need to use a comma, I need to always use paragraphs. It'd be nice to include a semicolon, it would be good to include a colon. It would be good to include one question, one rhetorical question. Please do not overuse these because they begin to sound immature. You might want an exclamation mark, but again, I would be very wary of these because they can often sound immature. Okay, I've now got my plan. I've got my paragraph ideas. Now I need to use my checklist to write them up. Dangerous, inconvenient, and costly. You might begin your first paragraph here, and I'm not going to give you sentence starters today. Then move on to your second, move on to your third paragraph. Don't forget to link your ending using whichever structure you've chosen, and then don't forget to check your work at the end before submitting it to your teacher. There are 16 marks available for technical accuracy. Good luck, Year 11. Goodbye.